All right, questions for Austin? Fire away.
Hey, Austin, how good was it to get that one big offensive explosion game last night and kind of get that confidence under your belt?
Oh, it's a big deal. We're getting closer and closer to SEC play, and just games like this where coming out banging, everybody's hitting on all cylinders, getting people in, they come in and do the job. I mean, it's a great feeling and great confidence booster for the whole team.
Do you feel like with how much the batting order turns over with different guys getting different times, is there any level of difficulty finding a rhythm at the plate, or is the competition pushing everyone that they have to produce?
I mean, I think the competition's pushing everybody. I mean, you come to Texas A&M knowing that there's going to be a guy just like you, just as good. So, I mean, it makes you work harder every single day, knowing that you got to go in there and improve yourself and make every single opportunity matter.
And what are you hoping to see from the team, from your guys in this last weekend series before heading into conference play?
Well, I mean, obviously keep the offense going. I mean, coming off these past two games, I feel like we've shown what we can do. And I mean, if we just have a great offensive weekend against, I mean, the pitchers have proven like what they can do. I mean, all these shutouts, Bryce Miller, Dustin Signs. I mean, they're doing a great job. And if we can get that offense rolling like we know we can and we know we're capable of, I mean, that's going to help us big time when we start SEC play for sure.
Other than righty-lefty matchups, is there any science that the coaching staff has shared with y'all on how they come up with their lineups each game? Do they look at batting practice, who's swinging the stick well? Is there anything like that, or is it just you show up at the ballpark, you see your name, and then you go out there?
It's mostly, I mean, you show up at the ballpark. I mean, you got to tell throughout the week who's hitting and who's not, but really, I mean, you show up to the ballpark, your name's in the lineup, and you do your job. If not, you're supporting your team.
Appreciate it.
Any more questions for Austin? No one else wants to ask?
Austin, 15 games into the season, do you like where this team is at this point?
I definitely like where we're at this point, especially coming off these past 2 weeks and looking into this upcoming weekend. I mean, definitely have room to improve because I know what this team can do. I mean, all fall, I mean, we looked amazing, and I know what we're capable of. So I'm not going to just settle, but I'm happy where we are right now.
Do you know anything about Sanford?
I really honestly don't. I mean, I've talked to a couple of coaches, and apparently they got some dudes that can swing it. I haven't heard much about their pitching staff, but we'll have a meeting pretty soon about it, and we'll get an intel about how they are and what they can do. But I think it's gonna be a great series, and I think we're gonna come out on top.
Thanks, Austin.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Austin, I know your offense is getting a lot of pub right now, but what do you make of the defense? I mean, I know you've played some so-called inferior opponents, but the other night, the liner down third that Blom stopped, got you guys kind of momentum-wise headed back into the dugout against Corpus Christi. What do you make of the way your infield's playing right now? It seems like they're making some pretty nice plays.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, we got some great guys, all with great gloves. Kala, Bryce, and Ty. I mean, they're making big plays for us, and I mean, just to get the momentum going. If you make a play on a hard ground ball, helps the pitcher out and gets the offense started. I mean, you can't ask more of those guys.
And what's Ray done at that leadoff spot to kind of help you guys really solidify, 1, 2, 3, 4?
I mean, I talked to Ray, and he said that. I mean, he said he's been a leadoff his whole life, and I think just getting on base, and he's proven that he can do it, and just get the momentum going every single day. Like even taking his walks, taking his nice base hits to get Frizz, me up to the plate. I mean, it gets the whole offense going. It just starts the whole game outright, and I mean, I love him there.
Any more questions? Thanks and gig 'em.
Thank y'all.